Hello! Welcome to Essay Nights, the Essay Slayers. My name is Julie and I will be your instructor as we read through Assassination of John F. Kennedy. The article's source is embedded in the video description below. Feel free to read along. Please note that you can get a custom, plagiarism-free essay for as little as $10 a page at Essay Nights. The link is in the description. I have always wanted to research and really look into what really happened to John F. Kennedy. There are many theories of what really happened. Many honest researchers came up with hard facts that the first official conclusion tracked the crime back to the probability that the murder was probably set up by either the CIA or some other within the federal government. The House Select Committee on Assassinations finally got its turn at bat in the late 1970s, and reached the conclusion that the mob did it. This, incidentally, was in direct contradiction to where some of its own investigators were being led by the facts. Some of them, like Eaton Fonzie, had zeroed in on the fact that Oswald was CIA-affiliated following his return to the States from a defection to Russia and had been seen in the company of a CIA handler not too many weeks prior to the assassination. Skeptic Files. There were so many theories going around in that time, such as John Kennedy and his brother Robert Kennedy, who was also later assassinated, were killed by the Mafia in retaliation for their increasing crackdowns on organized crime. Jimmy Hoffa, Carlos Marcello, and Sano Trafficant Jr. seem to top the list of the House Assassination Committee. The family of a Chicago mobster, Sam Giancana, claims the Kennedys double-crossed him. Kennedy was going to drop Vice President Lyndon Johnson next election, so Johnson had motive. Or, Johnson was simply power-hungry. Logically, he would gain the most from Kennedy's death, or was himself an agent of the mob with his own criminal entanglements. The CIA killed Kennedy for not backing the Bay of Pigs invasion and vowing to break the agency into 1,000 pieces. The Cabell brothers, General Charles Cabell, fired by Kennedy over the Bay of Pigs invasion, and Earl Cabell, mayor of Dallas, played in as key figures in the assassination. Cuban President Fidel Castro's agents killed Kennedy in retaliation for the many times the CIA and the mob had tried to kill him. Angry Cuban exiles killed Kennedy for his failure to overthrow Castro's dictatorship. The KGB carried out the assassination because Kennedy was too aggressively anti-communist, or to demoralize America. The Israeli government was displeased with Kennedy for his pressure over their, then, top-secret nuclear program. Or, the Israelis were angry over Kennedy's employment of Nazis such as Wernher von Braun. Hyperlink http://www.mail-archive.com/ trilatlistserve.aol.com/ MSG9421.html. The Federal Reserve, and the powerful foreign interests that supposedly own it, was threatened by Kennedy's moves to restore precious metals backing to U.S. currency. Note that the Secret Service was created as a counterfeiting agency, and remains an organ of the Treasury, a direct line from the Fed to Kennedy's security, absolute astronomy. There were many people who knew a great deal about the Kennedy assassination. Unfortunately, most of them died under weird circumstances. There was an effort to be sure that no secrets were ever told. Even Jean Hill stated that several attempts were made to kill her and her children. Consolidated Press. Jim Marrs, author of Crossfire, The Plot That Killed Kennedy, wrote, "In the 3-year period this followed the murder of President Kennedy and Lee Harvey Oswald, 18 material witnesses died, 6 by gunfire, 3 in motor accidents, 2 by suicide, 1 from a cut throat, 1 from a karate chop to the neck, 5 from natural causes." A mathematician hired by the London Sunday Times in February of 1967 concluded that the odds of the number of witnesses involved in the assassination of John F. Kennedy dying between November 22, 1963 and that date was 100,000 trillion to 1 in the time period ranging from November 22, 1963 to August 1993. Over 115 witnesses have died or fallen victim to death by strange circumstances, suicides or murder. Consolidated Press. The Secret Service, and general security surrounding the president, as it existed in 1963, was very lax by today's standards, and made it much easier for an assassin to kill the president. The Warren Commission's report goes to some length to detail flaws in the Secret Service security at the time of the assassination. Procedures in place and events of the day presented large holes into which Lee Harvey Oswald, or any potential assassin, could slip, Consolidated Press. Not telling Dallas police, specifically, who authorized personnel were to stand on bridges or overpasses, not having in place the policy of searching buildings on the path of a motorcade, when said motorcade is announced only a few days in advance, not properly thoroughly checking the backgrounds of those in potential close contact with the president. The program was new and undermanned in 1963, assuming that security measures taken in a 1936 Roosevelt visit to Dallas could be used. Model Kennedy's visit generally insufficient personnel to accomplish the task at hand of planning and executing the motorcade, and complete coordination of information with other government bodies, such as the FBI. The Secret Service had no significant information about Lee Harvey Oswald not having a car with a bulletproof top available for the president. No such car had existed for the White House since 1953 because such a car would have a top difficult to add and remove on demand, allowing the president enough leeway to plan a route which put him in harm's way. Wiki info. Letting the motorcade slow down substantially at a curb, which gave a gunman ample opportunity for a shot. In short, the ease with which Kennedy was assassinated may as easily be explained by the simple failure of a government organization to see a problem, as by any conspiracy theory. John F. Kennedy was President of the United States for less than 3 years, yet in that time he had a major impact on the country and on foreign and domestic policy lasting for a decade or more. Some of his actions produced were beneficial, and others can be seen now as less effective. His entanglement with the country in the Vietnam War. Kennedy's presidency began in a spirit of glamour and change and ended in the assassination of an American president. The country shifted from a period of hope to a period of tension, paranoia, conspiracy theories, and a growing distrust of government. In some degree, none of these things was new, but the Cold War era increased world tensions and made Americans less trustful both of other nations and of other Americans. The era of conspiracy theories really begins with the Kennedy assassination, an event so terrible and damaging to the country that many had to believe there was something more to the assassination than the action of one disaffected man. The idea of conspiracies all around us has become a staple in popular fiction, film, and television, as well as emerging in news reports of actual events, psychohistory. Kennedy himself sensed that he might be shot. 2 months before the actual assassination, he made a home movie just for fun of himself being assassinated. The morning of his assassination, an aide later recalled, Kennedy went to his hotel window, looked down at the speaker's platform, and shook his head. "Just look at that platform," he said. "With all those buildings around it, the Secret Service couldn't stop someone who really wanted to get you." When Jackie Kennedy told him she was really afraid of an assassin on this trip, JFK agreed, saying, "We're heading into nut country today, you know. Last night would have been a hell of a night to assassinate a president. I mean, suppose a man had a pistol in a briefcase." He pointed his index finger at the wall and jerked his thumb. "Then he could have dropped the gun and briefcase and melted away in the crowd." Despite all the warnings, however, a Secret Service man told him the city was dangerous, that he had better put up the bulletproof plastic top on his limousine, which was not done. Psychohistory. References: Absolute Astronomy. Retrieved February 5, 2010 from http://www.absoluteastronomy.com/ Topic/ John_F._Kennedy_assassination Pacensed. Retrieved February 5, 2010 from http://www.pacensed.com/ Terrorists/ Chapter 8/ Kennedy.html Psychohistory. Retrieved February 5, 2010 from http://www.psychohistory.com/ htm/ A9AYTZ2PTR Skeptic Files. Retrieved February 4, 2010 from http://www.skepticfiles.org/ Socialist/ jfk.htm Wikinfo. Retrieved February 3, 2010 from http://www.wikinfo.org/ index.php/ John_F._Kennedy_assassination. Thank you for taking your time to listen to me. I hope you enjoyed learning about assassination of John F. Kennedy as much as I did. Kindly remember that you can get a custom, plagiarism-free essay at A9AYTZ for as little as $10. The link is in the description. See you next time.